Hello to all my beautiful viewers out there. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming release of the BAPE Big Sean collection. Yes guys, Grammy-nominated artist Big Sean, known for releasing many projects over the years. In fact, yeah, I do. I have one of his projects right here. His most recent album with Metro Booming. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Big Sean's projects. He's got some good songs, like he's got a couple good singles, but I don't think he's released a good, like an above average album. He's released a couple good tracks, but as a project, he hasn't released an above average project. Regardless, this BAPE fan is getting his own BAPE collection this November 15th and 16th. Now, I'll go into details on why it gets two release dates for you guys. So, Big Sean, as I said, is getting his own little collection, and on November 15th, it is releasing at the flagship store in New York. And the first 100 customers that buy something from this collection at the New York store get to go to a meet and greet with Big Sean, which would be cool. I'd actually like to go and just like talk to him about his projects and talk to him about what he looks to be doing in the future. I reckon that would be kind of interesting. So, I mean, I assume there's a huge line out there in New York right now and people are already buying into it. Or, you know, I don't know what the time zone is in America right now, but I assume in a couple hours that'll definitely be the case. So it is releasing in New York, exclusively New York, on the 15th. So you do get it a little bit early. For the rest of us, for everyone that lives all around the world, it is releasing online on the 16th for all of us to pick up. Now, the prices will vary, but I reckon it'll be your standard BAPE prices for the shirts. Now, what is releasing in the collection, you may ask? Well, we're only getting shirts. We're not getting any hoodies, accessories, anything like that. It is exclusively shirts. Now, this collection definitely throws it back to the early 2000s. A lot of people are putting in the comments section of this Hypebeast article that I'm reading some very big truths about this BAPE collection and BAPE in general, that it's quite stuck in the early 2000s time-wise, and it hasn't really progressed into the now. It's kind of just stuck in that era. A lot of people that wear that aesthetic could obviously pull it off, but honestly, I don't wear BAPE. I don't have any BAPE purely because it's kind of just... It's, as it's been put in this Hypebeast article, it's kind of just stuck in the early 2000s, and it's just very hard to wear it in a very good looking outfit. It kind of just comes off as really cheesy, especially if you're like over the age of 12 and you're wearing it. I don't want to totally discredit BAPE here because they do have some good designs. They do have some pieces that I would love to pick up at one point in my life. An example of that would be the jacket that's seen on Biggie Smalls back in like I want to say 95, 96, obviously before he died. I would love to pick up that jacket purely just for like historical reasons, and a couple other pieces here and there. But moving back to it, this collection, as I said, is very time locked into the early 2000s, but we'll dive into it anyway and go over all the pieces in it. First of all, the first piece that we got in this collection is a camo shirt, donning the ape head logo on the chest with a bathing Don Life on the bottom. As I said, this shirt is the one that really screams to me that says early 2000s. I couldn't wear it. I wouldn't know what to wear it with. I don't have a lot of outfits that could coincide with it. I would honestly, Big Sean wears it quite well with the very blue jeans. I would probably, for sneakers, put on like a pair of white Air Forces, something super basic. Because the camo is so flashy, so in your face, I would want the rest of the outfit to be quite toned down. So what Big Sean has gone with in these lookbook photos is very smart. He has handled it very well. What I think of the actual shirt itself, it's kind of lackluster. It's kind of meh. Like if someone was like, "Oh, Daniel, here's a steal. I'll sell you this shirt for like a little bit cheaper than the retail price." I don't even know if I would pick it up below retail. It's kind of just, as I said, it's just meh. Like if someone, as I said, if someone offered it to me below retail, I'd be like, I don't know, man. Kind of just not worth my time, not worth my money. But I mean, that's how I feel about it. You may totally disagree and absolutely love BAPE camo, absolutely love Big Sean, and you know, that's up to you. But to me, this first shirt, not really doing too much for me, unfortunately. But not to drag it out, we'll move on to the next shirt, which of course is the one with the BAPE head logo rocking the oversized sunnies, very much like Big Sean. And to showcase it even further, he wears the oversized sunglasses in the lookbook photos. Very nice, very nice. It also, on the back, features a quote from his song Paradise. It's from his 2015 album that I cannot remember the name of for the life of me. The quote is, "Closet looking like Planet of the Bathing Apes." Ha ha ha, little joke there, but I like that. Personally, I think this shirt very much stays true to what the collection's about. It's about BAPE collaborating with Grammy-nominated artist Big Sean. It works. It has the features of Big Sean on the front. It has a Bathing Ape quote from one of his songs on the back. It ticks all the boxes. Again, though, I don't feel like I'm missing out on much by not being interested and not looking to pick up this collection. Like, as I said, I'm kind of just not the biggest Big Sean fan, so seeing this piece, it's a cool piece. Like, I could understand a BAPE fan and a Big Sean fan would drool over this, that they would think this is awesome, but it's kind of just lackluster for me. I'm kind of like, oh well, cool shirt, but not for me. Again, we'll move on to the next piece though and have a look. I do think that shirt is still quite nice though. It is nicer than the camo one that we saw beforehand. But moving on to the third shirt in this collection, it wouldn't be a rapper BAPE collaboration if we didn't get Lil Baby Milo with a stylized version of the artist themselves. Now honestly, if it didn't have Big Sean in red text below the art and, you know, all that text there, and I had just got Baby Milo standing next to that Big Sean stylized in the BAPE art style, I'd kind of be like, who the hell is that? Like, that, in my opinion, that doesn't look like a Big Sean really. I mean, maybe I'm just an idiot over here, but I don't know, it kind of just doesn't look like Big Sean on that shirt. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But, you know, we could see this coming. If someone said a rapper was collabing with BAPE, I instantly would assume that this shirt would be dropping in this collection. It's kind of, like, again, pretty lackluster, but it's basically a requirement of a BAPE rapper collaboration, you know? Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna get released. So, I'm not surprised it gets released, but we'll move on to the next shirt, which we are getting it's the same one that we had before. It's a Bathing Ape Don Life one, but it's a long sleeve. Now, it's being showcased in white in the lookbook. I assume all these shirts that we're getting, if they come in white, they come in black. I mean, that's very much the case with the one that we just previously talked about, the one with Baby Milo in it. That comes in white as well. So I assume that all the shirts that are coming in black will come in white as well. It's just the lookbook here isn't showing us all the colors, but I can very much assume that it's going to be the case, that it's going to release in both black and white. So just to fill you guys in, we are getting a long sleeve shirt. It's just a long sleeve version of the first shirt we talked about, which is the A Bathing Don Life shirt. Now, again, meh, kind of meh. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really missing out on much. And unfortunately, that wraps up the whole collection that is dropping on November 15th and 16th. And do you see what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's just my personal opinion, but it feels kind of lackluster. I mean, in all respects, because this has been done so many times with so many different other rappers, it's kind of just losing its novelty each time. I feel, honestly, they're doing an accessory instead of a whole collection with an artist, and Bathing Ape would be a better way to go about it instead of doing just a collection of shirts. Because honestly, I'm not like, you know, climbing over people to get this collection. I'm not like, I need this in my life. It's kind of like, if they did some kind of cool accessory, featuring, you know, the stylized version of the artist and Lil Baby Milo, that could be done well. I can't specifically think of an accessory that would really bring this to life. I honestly don't know. But I just also noticed that looking at one of the lookbook photos, there is a cap that features a Bathing Ape Don Life. We may then get an accessory, we may get a couple caps. Unfortunately, the only photos that I've got is the lookbook at the moment. I don't actually have the individual items. Usually, like 2 or 3 days before they release a whole, you know, list of all the items coming out, but I've only got the lookbook. So For you guys, I'm trying to just find all the pieces from the lookbook. So my mistake, it looks like we are getting shirts and maybe a cap, because he seems to be featuring this cap a lot in this collection as well. So we're getting that as well. Again, still lackluster. I'm still not really feeling it. I think BAPE should honestly, I don't know, calm it down with all the releases, really come together and think how they can just, you know, move forward as a brand. It kind of feels like BAPE has kind of fizzled out a little bit over these past couple years. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority here. Maybe I'm wrong. But I would love to know your thoughts and opinions, guys. What do you think of the Big Sean BAPE collaboration? Are there any pieces that you're like super keen on? Do you like Big Sean? Are you looking to pick up like the shirts, the cap if it is being released? What are your thoughts and opinions? You know mine. I feel kind of lackluster about it, kind of meh. It's kind of like a solid 5 out of 10, kind of average, you know? Like all of his projects. No, okay, we won't go into that. I don't want to start a comment war about how, man, Daniel, can't believe you think these albums are trash. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of hit or miss about it. Would love to know your thoughts and opinions in that comment section below. And that's it, guys. That is the whole Bathing Ape Big Sean capsule, unless they decide to release a, you know, like, as I said, a thing where I can see the item list and they decide to release more pieces and the lookbook was just like some of the pieces. I would have a look. I would do another video if that's the case, but it looks like it's just a bunch of shirts and a cap. So, I mean, that looks like all we're getting. As I said, comment section below. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on the collection. Is there anything you're picking up? Do you kind of feel like BAPE's kind of just overdoing it at this point, that they've just released so much that it's just do you think, as I said, it's kind of time locked in the early 2000s and it's kind of just lost its pizzazz, I guess, just lost its wow factor, you know? Whatever you've got to say about BAPE, this collection, Big Sean, whatever, put it in that comment section below, guys. I love to have a conversation with you fellas in that comment section below. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, if you haven't liked the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know how it be. Do it for your boy. I would just like to say, as always, thank you to everyone who's been watching over the past couple days, been subscribing to the channel. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much. Share the video. Share the video with your mate, your mum, your grandmum, your grandpa, everyone. I want everyone to see it. I want everyone's thoughts and opinions on it. So that is the BAPE Big Sean capsule coming out on November 15. Or if you're like everyone else and you're not in New York, 16th for a worldwide release on their online store. And that's all we've really got to say about it, guys. So until the next video, I'll catch you later.